Friends and family of the bride and groom, please be seated. Very shortly, Amy will be arriving, so we want to make sure everyone is seated and relaxed, ready for her arrival. If you do have a mobile phone, please make sure you switch it off or put it on silent, as we don't want any disruptions during the ceremony. Please. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Welcome to the festival of Zach and Amy, as we share in the journey of their love and the exchanging of their vows in marriage at the beautiful Green Acres Farm. My name is Adam Nelson, and I'm delighted to be sharing in this journey of love with you all today. On behalf of Zach and Amy, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here this afternoon to help them celebrate, because after all, this is a celebration. It's a celebration of love, a celebration of commitment, a celebration of two people who are in it together. And Zach and Amy would not want to celebrate this momentous occasion without their closest friends and family here to help them. So join me as we dive into the journey and story of Zach and Amy and how that story has led for them to be here this afternoon. When Zach and Amy first met through mutual friends at a birthday party, it was evident to every single person in the room they were meant to be. They spent hours upon hours talking all night. They shared the same interests. They shared the same views on politics, love, life, and even the world. If love at first sight was a science, this would certainly be a case study in motion. Now, if there's one thing I can attest, getting to know Zach and Amy and learning about their relationship together, it was extremely clear to me how much they matched. Each of them unique as individuals, yet passionate and united as a team. It's evident why what started as a simple drink at a party has led to both of you standing here today. I will now read a very quick excerpt from Taylor Marley's How Falling in Love is Like Owning a Dog, which both Zach and Amy feel encapsulates their story. I'd like to also take special mention of Zach's 3-year-old son Charlie, who absolutely loved this poem when we're in the process of choosing one together with Amy and Zach. We hope you enjoy hearing it again, Charlie, as much as Zach and Amy do. Here's the poem. On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies beneath you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love wakes you up all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being left alone for long, but come home and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for long. Is love good all the time? Hell no. Bad love. Bad love. Love makes messes. Love leaves you little surprises here and there. Love needs lots of cleaning up after. Sometimes you just need to get love fixed. Sometimes you want to roll up a piece of newspaper and swat love right on the nose. Not so much to cause pain, just to let you know, don't ever do that again. Sometimes love just wants to go for a nice long walk, because love loves exercise. It will run you around the block and leave you panting, leave you breathless, pull you in different directions all at once. But love makes you meet people wherever you go. Throw things away, love will bring it back, again, and again. But most of all, love needs love, lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops. Now, Zach and Amy, I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you were joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are both about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Do you, Zach, present yourself here today to be joined in marriage with Amy, promising to be faithful and honest with her as long as you both may live?
I do.
And do you, Amy, present yourself here today to be joined in marriage with Zach, promising to be faithful and honest with him as long as you both may live?
I do.
Now, Zach, please very carefully repeat after me word for word. I call upon the persons here present.
I call upon the persons here present.
To witness that I, Zachary Andrew Cook.
To witness that I, Zachary Andrew Cook.
Take thee, Amy Constance Turlington, to be my lawful wedded wife.
To take thee, Amy Constance Turlington. Pick some easy names. Yeah.
Take thee, Amy Constance Turlington, to be my lawful wedded wife.
Take Amy Constance Turlington to be my lawfully wedded wife.
So you have to, word for word, take thee, Amy Constance Turlington, to be my lawful wedded wife.
Take thee, Amy Constance Turlington, to be my lawful wedded wife.
Perfect. And Amy, please very carefully repeat after me. I call up. You'll be fine. I call upon the persons here present.
I call upon the person here present.
The persons here present.
The persons here present.
To witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington.
To witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington.
Very good. Take thee, Zachary Andrew Cook, to be my lawful wedded husband.
Take thee, Zachary Andrew Cook, to be my lawful wedded husband.
Perfect. You got it, guys? Zachary and Amy have also prepared some personal vows which they would like me to read on their behalf. This is what Zach has prepared for you. Amy, Zach will try his best to stack the dishes and not leave stagnant water in the sink. He promises to always drive the speed limit on the freeway. He promises to cuss loudly at the football. He vows to snuggle you, even when you're really mad. He vows to make you laugh out loud as often as possible, and he even vows to always try one bit of any meal and recipe that you create. Ultimately, Zach vows to be the best part of himself that fits perfectly with the best parts of you. And although he may be imperfect, he pledges to be sensitive and respectful of your unique talents, abilities, and quirks. And Zach, Amy will try her best not to leave apple cores and butter knives on the counter. She promises not to overdraft the credit card and savings account. She promises to feed the dogs every morning and night. She vows to encourage you to try new and strange things. She vows to fill your I love you bank every day. She vows to always follow a strict recipe when making you dinner. And ultimately, she vows to be the best parts of herself that fit perfectly with the best parts of you. And although she may be imperfect, she pledges to be sensitive and respectful of your unique abilities and quirks. Now, you've both chosen to wear wedding bands as a reminder of these promises and vows. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago, deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of events caused these stones to rise to the surface, to be moulded. Really, something beautiful was made from raw elements. Your love is a lot like this metaphor. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and a little bit of charm, something beautiful was created where there was first nothing at all. Zach, would you please place the ring on Amy's wedding finger?
Okay. That's what we talk about.
And Amy, would you please place the ring on Zach's wedding finger? Now, before I announce you married partners, just one more thing I want you to do. Your wedding reception will soon be filled with emotion, friends, laughing and dancing. I want you to both pause for a moment, being completely present to what is happening right now and only now. Look into each other's eyes, gently, easily, softly. Think about the happiness that you're feeling in this place, in this moment. Now promise yourselves that you'll remember this feeling. You'll remember this feeling when you're happy. You'll remember this feeling when you're sad. You'll remember this feeling when you're angry. You'll remember this feeling when you're mad. Now, let's get down to business, shall we? You've kissed 1,000 times before, probably even more. But today the feeling is new. No longer are you simply kissing as partners. You've become much more. And it is great privilege that for the very first time I pronounce you husband and wife. Zach, you may now kiss your bride.
You're going to be a real kiss.
Woohoo!
Now the newlyweds and I are going to step away just for a moment to sign the marriage register and certificates. Please mingle amongst yourself and we'll be back with you in just a moment. I'll get the witnesses to cruise over as well.
Where do we sit? In your
You can both sit here. Now if the photographer would like to come around so we can actually see the signing. Alrighty, so we'll start with this one first. We'll start with the bride and groom, then the witnesses, and then me. So signatures to the party of marriage. If you can sign here. Zach?
Mr. Andrew.
Beautiful. Amy, if you sign there.
Forward Zach's signature.
Beautiful. And then we'll get the two witnesses. James, if you'd like to sign here. And Rach, thank you. Alrighty. And And then I'll sign here. Beautiful. And then we'll do exactly the same for this one. Beautiful. Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful, thank you. Thanks, Rachel. And then I sign here. And then last but certainly not least, this is the good one that you guys get to keep. So if you can sign right here. Oh, lefty. And I'll get you to be able to sign right here. Beautiful. Here. Thank you. And right here. And I sign here. Beautiful. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Now, if you'd like to stand up, I'll be able to introduce you to the group before we walk you back down. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I present for you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Cook. Please congratulate them and pass on your best wishes at the end of the aisle. I'd like to thank you all for coming this afternoon. After you congratulate the bride and groom, they'll be ducking away for the bridal party for some photos. But please make sure you meet them at reception after for 6 p.m. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Bye.